Hello and welcome to my first review of a product that I've purchased very recently. Today I will be going over the Gfuel Energy Formula Black on Blackberry by Drdisrespect. I have also purchased his signature shaker cup that comes with the purchase of his very first brand of this type of energy drink. Before I tasted anything, I first looked at the nutrition and supplemental value. I noticed that if you look quite closely, hopefully the camera adjusts to it quite well. I don't think it will though. Maybe I have to get a little too far from it, but then you at that point you'll be able to read it. Okay, you can very vaguely see that this offers vitamins B4 and B6 and B12. It offers 500% of your daily intake of B6 and 7,000% of your daily intake of B12. B12, if you don't know, is a unapproved FDA version of kind of an waker or keep yourself awake, keep yourself. It's kind of like a less harmful caffeine, but it's still not FDA approved. My mother uses this when she needs to wake up. That's where I learned of this type of nutritional vitamins, and I think that's basically where they get their energy from for these types of energy drinks. I also was scouring this container for instructions. It did not come in the box. It didn't say exactly how to serve it, so I had to Google exactly how to do it to make sure I didn't overdose myself. I was trying to be extremely careful, especially with something I've never tried before, and something that when I read the nutritional value, it said it had 7,000% of one's intake for a certain vitamin. So I Googled a video, and it was kind of self-explanatory, as I would thought it would be, but one scoop. You need one scoop for any serving under 16 ounces. So 16 ounces would be as much as you would need for one scoop is all you need for a 16-ounce cup such as this. This also the cup itself comes with measuring amounts. The top being 16, this being 8, just so you can kind of see where you need to stop and if you're not overfilling. I've already gone and filled this with the brand or with the shaker value, but I could still show the insides for very very briefly. If I unscrew the top here, it has a sort of catch for let me see if the camera can angle right. It has a sort of catch for, say, if you had like a type of pod, you would put some into the pod and you drop it in the top and shake it. That's what it's really meant for, I believe. So this is multi-purpose. Even though I have the powder itself, I can scoop it and put it in there. If you had certain pods, you could definitely use this in a different way other than just a one-way street of having those tops. So this top comes out, as you can see. I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but yeah, you pull it out. You can put the catch there so you don't lose it if you're drinking it. And I feel like that's very neat. I've never experienced these things. I remember Ezekiel telling me how he had some of this when he was a lot younger, but I thought it was really overpriced and pretty much stupid, in my opinion. But since Drdisrespect came out with his own brand, I very quickly bought and pre-ordered it because I'm in love with the man, the myth, the legend, Drdisrespect. Without further ado, I believe I should try it and tell you my impression. As expected, it's a little chalky feeling. I can definitely taste the remnants of the powder in my mouth. Black on Blackberry is a very soothing, or not very soothing, very creative. Can you please leave? It's very descriptive because it's very descriptive and creative because black on slate black is kind of Doc's little thing. He wears black on red and black on red, so black on Blackberry is kind of interesting. And Blackberry is what I would describe this, except it seems a little light than your average lighter than your average intake of juice. It's not very super sweet. It's kind of lightish, and it does taste like a blackberry. This is how the powder looks. The powder itself is very sticky. Like it's very, it doesn't like stick to your fingers, but it's just chalky. It pretty much removes itself once you just rinse under some water for a second. It doesn't stick to your hands, but like it's very grabby to whatever you live it to. So if that, see, boom, it's now there. So it seems like I was wasting more than I was putting in sometimes because I was very new to this and it would stick to the cups because I had the cup stick to all of it, and I was kind of it seems like I was wasting a lot because of how grabby the powder is. And also, this powder cup or scoop, the powder, it has a little see, a little cap on top of it. That's for you can put it in water bottles. You put scoops of it in water bottles and use this throughout the day if you wanted to. So I could close that and put it into, water bottle. But I would scoop first, then close it, then put it in. I don't scoop with the cap on because it'd be very hard to get out. But then I scoop it, I close the cap, and then I put it in water bottles because how narrow the top is.
Wait, what is this?
I have yet to actually feel any different once taking this. I don't believe it has any type of benefits besides a placebo, in my opinion. I've had 2 servings. This is my second serving of this, and to me, it's just more than a really tasty drink. It doesn't offer me focus. It doesn't offer me focus, endurance, and performance, and all this stuff it says. But I do support the doc, and I do support his brands because he is a very entertaining person. If I were to say this is a need for gamers, that would be a lie. I don't believe this improves any ability per se, period. I'm still just as tilted as I was 5 minutes ago. And I just think it just tastes good. That's about it. I mean, if this chemical does affect you in some way, maybe I'm just not affected by it. Or maybe just not yet affected by it. I'm not one to be affected by Red Bulls either, nor energy drinks, nor caffeine. They don't really make me super hyper, but that's just caffeine. I think that caffeine maybe have more effect on me than B12, or maybe B12 isn't as strong as caffeine, or it's such a small notice that I don't, or such a small difference that I don't notice. Overall, I'd rate this product, for me personally, I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, just because this isn't red. This is like it's his logo, and you have the top of it being red up here. I wish that this was red so it would stick out his logo more, but it's just black and it settles in, and maybe even if the container itself is black too, so you can't even see the liquid color. But I mean the liquid color is black itself, so if I had from red juice, maybe this would pop out more. But I'm kind of disappointed because I wish I could show off this logo whenever I'm taking this in public. As an actual review, a less subjective review, I'd give it probably about 6 out of 10. I don't think this is very well needed by any means. It's quite expensive, especially for one of these shakers, and also one of these little boils right here. This provides I think it said 60 servings. I'm unscrewing it now instead of turning it. Okay, 40 servings. Seems like it'd be more than that though. And overall together, both of these cost me about 50 bucks. I can't quite remember. I should check my prices real quick just to make sure. Let me clarify my purchase real quick. Yeah, for the black on blackberry, this tub right here, it costed $35, and then for the shaker it was $10. This is the Doc Junior. There is the Doc, just no Junior. That's twice the size of this. So this is the Doc Junior, and this is just the Doc's Gfuel. $35 and $9. Quick mass is about 45 bucks. Then you have shipping and handling, so it's about $60 for just this purchase. If you're a deep fan of Doc, I would recommend this. Support him, support his flavor, flex a little bit. But again, overall experience, I'd say about 6 out of 10. I don't think I'm getting a super awesome 5-hour energy feel from this product. It definitely does taste good. It's not over sweetened and Americanized kind of with the sugar-based, our sugar culture. So, and that I can give it respect. It's very original flavor. Minus the slight chalkiness from this. Again, it's almost unnoticeable by me, but once you get to the end of this container, then you start noticing the chalkiness of the Gfuel. But I believe maybe that's just a user error, and you have to keep this shaken. Don't let this particle settle. Keep yourself shaken, maybe even down to the last bit of it. And that concludes my review.